Hello, my name's Jack and welcome to this video. This is a video report that I've been wanting to do for a couple of months now, just on a opportunity that I've been presented with a couple of times over the last 18 months or so, and it's something that I've been keeping a close eye on. And you may well have heard of it. It's called ONECOIN, and ONECOIN is calling itself the next Bitcoin, which is quite a claim to make. And yeah, I've been doing my research into this, and I'm going to give a very honest and very open view and opinion on what I've found and why I would recommend that nobody invests any money into this. So for those of you who are unaware, OneCoin and Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. It's a new type of online digital currency that is completely free from any central governing body. So it is not associated with any national bank or anything like that. It is essentially a peer-to-peer network-based, online-based currency. Now, I don't want to get into the technical details on this too much, but it is something that I've been interested in since about 2011, where I purchased my first Bitcoins when they first really kind of went up in price. And I've been considerably interested in this technology ever since. It's something that I've been actively engaging in, both as a trader, as an investor, and also just as someone who's really interested in this kind of disruptive technology that would really make us think about how we do things in a different way. Now, there's been a lot since Bitcoin. There's been a lot of copycat crypto coins, so-called altcoins, if you want me to use the lingo there, which have come along and kind of suggested that they're the next big Bitcoin, or they're the next big thing within the crypto coin world. Pretty much all of these have proved to be either a scam or a pump and dump scheme, which I'll come to later on, or have basically just been complete rip-offs of the technology of Bitcoin, as it is open source and open to the public to use and to copy. And they have shown little, if any, technological advancements on the original Bitcoin. Now, OneCoin is very much playing on that hype. That it have come along suggesting that they're going to be the next big thing in the crypto coin world, but they have very little, and I will show you that. I'll show you what I found, but they've got very little to back this up. And more and more, not just myself, more and more people are quite openly suggesting that this is a multi-level marketing Ponzi scheme, otherwise known as a pyramid scheme, and essentially it's a scam. Okay, so I'm going to go over what I found online, show you what I've been looking at, and as I say, I've got no affiliation with this at all. I have been offered, but as I say, I'm kind of a bit more savvy, thankfully, in my these days when it comes down to these kind of things, because I've lost money on things like this, and I really don't want anyone else to lose money on something like this. And OneCoin seems to have an army of brainwashed followers that are promoting this from a marketing point of view, and they really don't understand, from what I can tell, what cryptocurrency is. And yeah, so I thought I'd make this video just to kind of show you what I found, and just show you the reasons why I would not recommend touching this with a 10-foot barge pole. So first things first, so let's have a look at their website. Okay, so the website of OneCoin is onecoin.eu. Okay, you come to it and it claims to be the next big, or the OneCoin, the next Bitcoin, question mark. Okay, now the first thing that really concerns me on this site is that you have various different products and joining fees. Okay, now that in a nutshell is not cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, you can, for example, if you wanted to buy Bitcoin or Litecoin or Dogecoin and all these other ones that have come about, and there are thousands of them now. Okay, there are thousands of copycat crypto coins that are trying to do what Bitcoin did, and they are, you know, 90% of them, 99% of them are complete and utter junk coins. Okay, not a single one of them up to this date has asked you to join. Okay, as a member. All right. What you normally do with cryptocurrency is you go to an exchange. Okay, an exchange being something like bitce.com, where you can see here it has like Bitcoin, US dollar. You know, it's like a proper trading platform. Okay, where you can deposit money and you can purchase coins on an exchange. Okay, so you are basically, with your fiat currency, as in pounds, dollars, euros, you are trading them for the coins directly. Now, ONECOIN doesn't have any of that. In fact, it's not even listed on any exchange anywhere, and I'll come to that in a moment. But what it's actually asking you to do is that you pay the price, a joining fee, anything from 110 euros all the way up to 27,500 euros for this Infinity Trader, right? And essentially what that's giving you is like a membership fee. Okay, so that's the first thing that really kind of raised a red flag to me as a concern. Like, that isn't cryptocurrency. Okay, so you're essentially joining this website, this ONECOIN website, and you're not even getting the coins. In fact, you actually get what's called tokens that can't be traded, can't be withdrawn, and they actually have no value whatsoever. Okay, and it really isn't. You're really just essentially signing up to be a member of this ONECOIN system. Okay, you're not actually purchasing a commodity like you do when you buy bitcoins, where you can actually withdraw them to your wallet on your computer, where you can trade them back to money, or you can trade them for other cryptocurrencies, or even for goods. There's nothing like that. Okay, now on the website it goes on to claim, okay, that the only exchange, where is it? So we'll go to the about at the top here. It's headquartered in Europe with worldwide operations. Okay, that's debatable as well, because a lot of the banks, especially in the USA, are blocking the withdrawal, and I'll come to that in a minute. And I mean the withdrawal of any funds, okay, because banks and governments are now getting very, very suspicious of this coin, and it is now in their spotlight. It's in their headlines, and they are imposing sanctions on this. And I'm going to come to show you some articles later on, which I've found, which again just makes me wonder what the hell this company is trying to do. Now, essentially, what it says on here, okay, is that it's not, the reason it's not traded on on exchanges is because it's not been accepted yet. Okay. Now, it does say that you can be traded or purchased on one of their sites, which is, I'll just get it, I've bookmarked it, xcoinx.com. Okay, so this is apparently the exchange that has been created for ONECOIN in order to trade. So you can apparently buy bitcoins for US dollars and euros. It all looks very professional. So you even got a link here which shows the market cap of all the other altcoins. So Bitcoin's obviously number one. ONECOIN is placing itself as the number 2 coin here, but there's absolutely nothing else you can do on this site. Okay, you can't even join it to buy anything. Okay, you can't actually do anything on here. It's telling you to buy it. It's just for show. It looks like, to make it look as if it's you know, official, but really it's not. And what gets me here, okay, is that ONECOIN is essentially saying that its value is $6.38 or thereabouts. Now, in order for a coin, for example Bitcoin, which is currently at $457.20, in order for that to gain value, organically gain value, it has to be openly traded publicly on a exchange. Okay, so any commodity, whether you take oil, gas, or whatever, there has to be a demand for that, for the price to organically increase. And that's what happened with Bitcoin back in 2011, with those various events around the world which caused people to look at this new technology as a commodity. Whereas, you know, say for example, if there's financial uncertainty, people buy gold. The price of gold increases. And that's what happened with Bitcoin in 2011. Cyprus defaulted on its debt. People started buying Bitcoin. The hype increased. People started taking notice. Your average person started taking notice of the price increasing, and it just escalated and escalated and escalated until eventually the bubble popped and it went back down again. Now, that was although it was a pumped volume, although it was a bubble, it was an organically grown bubble. Okay, the bubble organically grew because people were trying to get their hands on Bitcoin. They were using their money to buy Bitcoin. Now with ONECOIN, because it's not actually traded on any exchange anywhere, this price is completely fabricated. Okay, this price is essentially derived from all the money from all the people who have joined up on their affiliate scheme, essentially on their MLM platform. Okay, they've paid for this membership fee, and they're essentially dividing that amount by the number of coins that have been mined. Okay, so the total available supply is 670 million. It looks like here. Okay, now that isn't a true reflection of the price. That has no value. That has absolutely nothing, no foundation or no basis as a price. That's them saying, okay, this is how many there are, this is how much money we've made, and this is the price it should be. But that's not the case at all, because that doesn't reflect demand. Okay, so essentially what's going to happen if this coin ever does get listed on one of the major exchanges like Bitfinex or Bitcoin E or any of them, then I cannot see that price first of all getting introduced at that price, and if it is, all them coins are going to be sold and you're going to see that price plummet. And this is the bread and butter of the crypto coin scam world. Okay, essentially before it gets, it's an IPA, okay, or IPO. So it's almost like an initial public offering. Okay, so all these coins are stored and built up in the pockets of the developers, and when the coin gets publicly traded, all them developers who have the majority of the coins dump it, and the price crashes, leaving all the people who bought later holding the bag, and they've got nothing left. They've got all these coins that have zero value, and that has happened over and over and over and over again over the last half a decade within the crypto coin world. Okay, it's a fact, right? So first of all, this price here, okay, and this chart here, claiming to be a real-time indication of where, it looks very professional, it looks very official, of where ONECOIN stands in relation to all these other crypto coins. If we actually go onto the official website, which is kind of the most accurate source of how well a crypto coin is doing in the marketplace, it's called Bitcoin Market Cap, and it's called Coin Market Cap, sorry. And if we go to Coin Market Cap, okay, so it looks very similar. We can see number 1's Bitcoin, number 2 is Ethereum, number 3 is Ripple, number 4 is Litecoin, but where's ONECOIN? On this exchange that ONECOIN own and manage, they're suggesting that it's number 2, but if we go to the actual Bitcoin or Coin Market Cap, which is the kind of, the standard and the kind of the go-to place if you actually want to check how well a coin's doing, it lists all of them. Okay, and this is a real-time feed that links directly to the blockchain, which I'll come to in a moment. Links to the blockchain of all these coins and lists exactly what the market cap is, the price, the available supply, the volume traded over the last 24 hours, and the change in the last 24-hour period in a percentage, and it gives you a graph as well. Now, ONECOIN's not on here, which is a bit suspicious, isn't it? But if we do like a Control F and we search for ONECOIN, it is nowhere. It's nowhere to be seen. Okay, so I've just done a search on the whole page, and that means it's not even listed in the top 100 coins. So that first of all raises another flag. Why is this coin that apparently is the next big Bitcoin not even listed on Bitcoin Coin Market Cap, which is bollocks? So the next thing I want to talk about is the blockchain. Okay, so ONECOIN are very, very, very brief when they give technicalities about the coin. The only thing we know is that it's got a coin market. It's got a cap of 21 billion coins. Okay. Now, other than that, the only thing it says is that it's blockchain. Now, let me just give you a quick overview of what blockchain is. A blockchain is essentially the behind-the-scenes coding that allows crypto coins to exist. All right. I don't want to go into it too much more than that, but essentially, it's the behind-the-scenes technical side of things that allows the transactions and all these other and all the other kind of the transactions, the mining and the transfer of coins from one address to another address. It all takes place on the blockchain. Now, the blockchain, what makes cryptocoin beautiful, and don't get me wrong, I think cryptocurrency is a beautiful idea. It's what attracted me to Bitcoin in the first place. It's a beautiful idea. It's an independent financial system which can allow money to be transferred from one side of the world to the other side of the world without any government or banks being involved. All right, it's true freedom. It's a truly free economy. Okay, but one of the things that makes it beautiful is the fact that the blockchain, you can view it. It's publicly viewable. So I can go onto Bitcoin's blockchain now, okay? And I can view it. Blockchain.info, okay, allows me to see exactly what transactions, how much has been sent across the network. And you can see all these transactions taking place in real time. Okay, so it allows me, if I make a transaction through Bitcoin, I can check the progress of that on blockchain.info. All right, that transparency is one of the key factors that makes cryptocurrency so appealing to the people who use it. Now, OneCoin has said that their blockcoin isn't publicly viewable. Another red flag right there. However, what it did say is that their blockchain, just to put everyone's mind at ease in case you are worrying about this, is independently audited. And they referenced an account, I think it's an accountant called Semper Fortis. I've got the document here. Just bear with me 1 second. I have got a document here where I talk about this. And this was a report that I did for a friend of mine, telling him all my initial findings, okay? So OneCoin claimed that Semper Fortis is doing these audits. If OneCoin is still participating in voluntary monthly audits, Semper Fortis isn't doing them. According to Georgy Kalayanov, the firm's managing partner, Semper Fortis performed just 2 monthly audits regarding the consistency of the block regarding OneCoin, and hasn't worked with the company since August 2015. Okay, so this isn't happening. So essentially everyone who's basically putting their faith into OneCoin doesn't know what's going on behind the scenes, and that for me is a definite no way. I am not getting involved. If I can't see what's happening behind the scenes, it is not a cryptocurrency. Sorry, but it's not. Alright? That is one of the major factors that determine what is a cryptocurrency. Being able to see the blockchain. Secondly, as I said, it's not traded on any exchanges. All the major ones it's not exchanged on. Okay, you can't trade it on any of these. You can't trade it for Bitcoin. You can't trade it for Litecoin. You can't even trade it back into your currency. All right. Now these are all things that have kind of concerned me, and the more I look into it, the more I realise that this is just a marketing scheme. It's a multi-level marketing scheme. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. Okay, and if you're not familiar with what a pyramid scheme is, this is what a pyramid scheme looks like. Okay, the people at the top who come up with the idea, sell it to marketers below them, who then market to people below them, who market to people below them, and even like the people that these get in, the people that these get in, the percentage of the money goes all the way up to the top until eventually the people at the bottom are left holding the bag of this worthless coin, interest dries up, and then all of a sudden, it's gone. The company's gone, people have run away with the money, and it's made the people at the bottom absolutely nothing. And that is a pyramid scheme, and this is a pyramid scheme, okay? There's absolutely no doubt about it now. To back up my claims, alright, it doesn't take an awful lot to search, okay? So Cointelegraph is one of the leading publicisers within the cryptocurrency world, a very, very trusted source. Cointelegraph, an article, ONECOIN, much scam, ONECOIN exposes global MLM ponzi scheme. You can read it yourself. Inside Bitcoins, another reputable cryptocurrency publication, ONECOIN MLM scheme references Bitcoin to attract investors. Okay, again, it just takes it to pieces, alright? These are people, if you're going to invest in a technology, if you're investing in, say, let's say, I don't know, solar panels, okay, you wouldn't invest in that company unless you had done a research around it with trusted sources, okay? And it's exactly the same here. If you're going to invest in a technology, at least do your fucking research first, right? It's mind-blowing how many people are backing this. And what's funny about it, all the people who are backing it, okay, all the articles you find online, and by the way, if you just search ONECOIN now, you will find more "this is a scam" than "this is a money-making opportunity." Or on YouTube, any videos, the people who are actually promoting this are affiliates. They are people who have bought into it, and they are brainwashed by these ridiculous claims. And you can even see in the comments, everyone's trying to get you to sign up. There's no like, yeah, this is great, this sounds amazing. Every single comment, every single like is from people who are trying to get you to sign up through their affiliate link. It's so fucking obvious. Like, so anyway, back to the point I was making. Even, Estonian Trader, okay, so Estonian Trader, it's a trading publication based out of Estonia, takes it to pieces, okay? It's a scam. Even the British tabloids, Daily Mirror, takes it to pieces. I mean, look at this guy. This is one of the Carrie Walrus, and this is him on a stage, right like in front of the crowd, getting them all cheering. Would you trust that guy if he came knocking on your door trying to sell you something? Look at him, right? It's just ridiculous, right? So this is the Mirror's headline. Who wants to be a ONECOIN millionaire? You don't. Here's why. Hyped up web currency is virtually worthless. That is a British newspaper publication, okay? Behind MLM, and what this guy's on the money with it, right? And there's a lot of people, mostly ONECOIN promoters, who are trying to discredit this guy, saying, oh, he's only trying to get people onto his website, but everything he is published is cited, and it is, on the money, okay? This guy is on it, and this guy behind MLM, I really suggest, if you're looking into ONECOIN, check this website out, because this guy has just taken them to pieces. Now, what's funny, this is a story, he talks about here, Chinese authorities investigating ONECOIN, investors arrested, okay? It must have been about 3 or 4 months ago. One of my friends, who unfortunately ignored everything I said about this, and he has invested in it. He was saying there's been a massive investment into China. China are loving the idea of ONECOIN. Now, for anybody who knows, China do not like cryptocurrencies. They have pretty much banned Bitcoin, or put a stop on it being traded. And they, China are very, very protective over their finances, and for something like Bitcoin, which is decentralized, it just doesn't rub the right way with the Chinese government. Now, all this money that apparently flowed into ONECOIN, of course, it wasn't flowing into ONECOIN organically through an exchange, and there are some major Chinese exchanges like Bitcoin China and some other ones which allow the trade of things like Litecoin and Bitcoin, but it's heavily regulated. Things like ONECOIN, they're not traded anywhere on these Chinese platforms. So whatever's happened, there's been a few Chinese investors who have thrown money through the ONECOIN website, joining their affiliate scheme, okay? And what's funny here is it basically says that all this money has essentially been seized, and these investors have been arrested. Funny enough, I've not heard anything about ONECOIN in China since. They were meant to have a big conference, but that the company's gone completely dark on it. Okay, so again, a bit of a red flag there. Now, I don't really know what else I need to show you in terms of to kind of show you that this is definitely not what it makes it out to be. Okay, this is not a cryptocurrency in the traditional sense. Okay, this is a multi-level marketing Ponzi scheme. Okay, and you will almost certainly lose all your money. Now, what do I think is going to happen here? Okay, so there's a couple of outcomes. Now, if it is just a Ponzi scheme, what's going to happen is they're going to keep building up hype, suckering in more people who are desperate to make money, and eventually the company is going to come completely dark. They're going to claim bankruptcy, and they're going to run off with everybody's money, or they are going to get onto an actual exchange. The coin is going to be listed on one of the major exchanges, and those who have been in it since the very start are going to dump all their coins, and it's going to go to absolutely zero. Okay, it's going to be a pump and dump scheme. So what I mean by that is my Bitcoin now is $455, okay? If somebody came along, say for example Bitcoin was just listed, but it's just been listed on a marketplace for people to buy it on a marketplace, okay, without having to join an MLM scheme. If you take into consideration that there's over 600 million ONECOINs in circulation at the moment among the people who are already members, if you think that the people at the very top of the pyramid own probably about 90% of these, as soon as they get the opportunity, they will sell all of them and the price will plummet. All right, to nothing, leaving everybody holding the bag of worthless coins. So they're the two outcomes. It's either the company's either going to disappear with everyone's money, or all the coins, if they do exist, because we can't even view the blockchain to prove that they do exist, they're all going to get dumped and everyone's going to be left crying. So from my personal point of view, I would avoid ONECOIN like the plague, unless you want to lose money. Okay, I'm gaining nothing from doing this video. I'm just trying to tell you that this is a bad idea. This is so blatantly a scam. Okay, and all you need to do is type in ONECOIN into Google, and you get Internet Crime Fighters org, Cointelegraph, MLM companies, inside Bitcoins, and they are all negative, other than obviously the top hit, which is the ONECOIN site. If we type in ONECOIN review, Crime Fighters, Internet Crime Fighters organisation, alright, people are on this, okay? Now one funny thing here is if we go to Bitcoin News, Coin News Asia, alright, Stefan Shodjin, whatever, ONECOIN will be the big money trade. Now this is a legitimate website, cryptocoin based website, a very trusted source that is actually promoting ONECOIN here. It's actually bigging it up. It's done an article on it. But hang on a minute, editor's note. ONECOIN has already been exposed as a global multi-level marketing Ponzi scheme. Coin News Asia does not encourage our readers any engagement with ONECOIN. The interview below will be retained for reference purposes for posterity. So, if all the big brands, all the big news outlets in terms of cryptocurrency, and believe me, the cryptocoin community, which is very, very passionate about cryptocurrency and the future of it, is laughing at ONECOIN right now because it is so obviously a scam. So, if you've enjoyed this video, please like it, share it with your friends, anybody who's thinking about getting involved. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I will do any follow-up videos on this. I'm very interested. I'm watching this with a keen eye, laughing, as I know how this is going to pan out. So just do yourself a favour. This is not the place to be putting your money. If you've got any friends who are putting their money here, tell them not to. And if you can, try to withdraw your money from this. If you can, because I know for a fact that isn't going very easy. So let me just have a look at this. Actually, I'll just show you this before we finish. So this here, realworkfromhome.net. OneCoin add 2,000. OneCoin add 2,000, 25,000 euro package suspend withdrawals. So OneCoin are suspending all the withdrawals. Here are just some quotes from it. February 23rd. Are you able to sell coins? My orders are always expired, even if they stay between my daily limits. I don't know what the OneCoin exchange, how the OneCoin exchange works, but it's very difficult to sell OneCoins. This month I have been trying to sell OneCoin every day, Monday to Friday, but it got sold only on 2 days, i.e. the 10th, 15th. Why is that? So people are having trouble withdrawing now, especially from the USA. Unlucky, because I know for a fact the banks are coming down heavy on this. So if you're already invested, you know, you win some, you lose some. I hope you've not invested too much. Try and withdraw. If you're thinking of, avoid it like the plague. Seriously, just avoid it like the plague. So that's all for me today. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope I've not ruined your day too much. I hope I've saved you some money. Until next time, thank you very much.